Welcome to this lore summary video. I'm Fragile Boson, and I will be your logistics support officer for this episode. In this episode, we will cover everything you need to know about Sam from the prologue to the end of episode 2. As a spoiler alert, you should have completed the game up to the end of episode 2 when you find Sam on the eastern coast of the lake in the central region. I will not discuss every time you see or hear from Sam in the game, but I will cover the significant lore bits the game wants you to know. Let's get started. We first meet Sam in the prologue when Fragile recognizes him as Sam Porter Bridges, but he seems to prefer being called just Sam, sometimes, or at least by some people. He's our protagonist. He's the player character in this game. Like many other characters, we see his profession or his purpose in his name. Sam's a delivery man, hence Porter. After the Void Out explosion at Central Knot City, we learn that Sam has the unique ability to come back from the dead, which is called repatriation. As a repatriate, Sam can survive void outs and other fatal circumstances and still come back from the seam. And if you want to know more about the seam and the general philosophy of life and death in the video game, you can see my lore video on life and death. Starting in the prologue, we see that Sam's blood has some kind of ability to repel BTs. You can see the hand in the prologue touch Sam's blood and it steams. This happens again in the incinerator scene in chapter 1 where one of the hands from the BTs touches Sam's blood and kind of smokes and it gets redirected. Hartman thinks the effect of Sam's blood on BTs is because Sam is a repatriate. So Hartman asks to study Sam's bodily fluids to see if something in them can combat BTs, or at least help them learn something about BTs. In the game, fluids are collected. Type 0 grenades are from Sam showering. Type 1 grenades are from when he urinates. And Type 2 grenades are from when he defecates. If you know the common terminology of going 1 and 2, you can easily remember that. In Chapter 2, we learn from an interview that Sam was being sought out by Bridget and Die Hardman before the game started. They were tracking him down to give him a new command in expanding the chiral network, and this may explain why Sam was making a delivery to Central Knot City in the first place. Sam has aphophosphobia, which is a morbid fear of being touched, but we can already tell from Sam in the game that this is far more than physical. He's also kind of averse to making connections with anyone. He seems to want his past to be buried and kept secret. He doesn't want anything to do with the mother that raised him, and it doesn't sound like he's seen her in about 10 years. He is cold and closed off to everybody that he meets, except for, notably, BB-28. He seems to be sticking up for the kid, even though everyone else wants to decommission it. We see Sam standing up for BB, saying, everyone owes their life to BB-28. So Bridget's seeking of Sam for reconnecting America must be something other than Sam's glowing personality. And it could be that he's a repatriate, but if you watch my video later on Chiralium, you'll understand that probably this is due to the fact that Sam has dooms and already is a porter, suited for the rough travel throughout the countryside, but because Sam has dooms, he does not have the same danger that everyone else has in chiralium poisoning or chiralium contamination. So because of his ability to be around chiralium, he's able to carry the Cupid, and that seems to be at least one of the reasons that the Bridges team wanted Sam in particular. This, like I said, might explain exactly why Sam was making a delivery to Central Knot in the first place. That's all for this lore summary video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, but in the meantime, keep on keeping on, and remember, tomorrow is in your hands.